only 3 people, I guess. Avanti, Suresh Babu, and there is one more other user, and there is a Tarapati. Okay. And guys, like Suresh. Is it Suresh or Avanti? And welcome Sidhu. And please be in mute. Whenever you want, you can talk to me. And guys, anybody, okay? And there is a user. I don't know the name. It's showing a user. But anyway, guys, can you please introduce yourself if possible? Because here we have only 3 or 4 guys. Just, I can see your name. I mean, just tell me your name and what is your current technology or your operation. How it is. I know about Sidhu and the rest of the people, like Avanti.
Hi, my name is Avanti and I'm into non-IT. I'm actually looking forward to learn about the cloud computing.
Okay, great. Right, Shaish. Then, and okay, when you have completed your graduation?
In 2016.
Okay, great. Yeah. And how about you, Suresh? Thank you, Avanti. And anyone else?
Yeah, hi, this is Tarapati.
Hi.
Good evening. Hi, good evening. I'm working with the C++ Linux, with Linux operating systems from 7 years onwards.
Super. Okay. Okay.
So I just wanted to move towards DevOps actually.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about DevOps here. I just wanted to know that DevOps is suitable to me or not, and is it can I success in this domain or not when I have changed this one?
Yes. Yes. Okay. No, absolutely I can success. There is no doubt on it, and we'll talk about that in the end. Okay. Thank you, Tarapati.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And Suresh, and there is one more other user. Okay, I'm just waiting for you guys, otherwise we'll start the session. Okay guys, here I can see some pressure and somebody is working for 5 to 6 years of experience. Okay, and I'm requesting you guys again, if I'm going fast, okay, just stop me somewhere, we'll go a bit slow. Okay, and welcome Srikant, we are just about to start the session. Okay, yeah, I'm going to start the session now. Guys, like if you want to host your application on whatever it is, any kind of application you are seeing in online, okay, in olden days also, you should have one server, then only you can host your application into the internet, right? From there, technology has been started. Suresh, can you please check with Kiran for all these queries? He will help you out. Suresh is the from.
What happened, Chandra?
Okay. No. Somebody is asking to make him presenter as a Srikant. Okay. So Kiran will help you out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. And like, so if you want to host any kind of your business into the internet, it might be you are planning to launch a website or any kind of application you wanted to learn, anything, we should have a server. That is, in olden days, it's a physical server you require. So why I'm talking about a physical server? In olden days, when you have a physical server, the complete server you have to use only one application purpose. It means within the server, you cannot be able to launch multiple virtual machines on it. When you have a physical machine, you have to use for only one purpose. That machine may be 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs, whatever it is. Okay. So where you will keep all this machine? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So where you will keep all this infrastructure in the for your requirements? Okay. you have to keep that in your data center. So within this data center, for example, you have one server. What is the redundancy for that server? Maybe Tarapati is aware of all the things, and just wait for 5 to 10 minutes, Tarapati. Okay. You have one physical server here. You should have a backup for that server. For example, if something happens to your first server, you should have a redundancy for that. Okay. Within your data center, you have to keep 2 servers to provide one application service, or to provide one kind of service. You need 2 servers, and obviously you should have a 2 power sockets and everything. You should have a redundancy like storage, network, everything. So like this, you have to set up your data center. Let's assume you spend for 50 crores or 50 lakhs, whatever amount it is. You spend some amount to set up your data center, like your infrastructure as well as building rent and every month maintenance, everything. Okay. Are you guys are you able to see my screen, right? Everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so you spend on a 50 lakhs amount or 5 crores amount, whatever it is, you spend an amount and you have make sure you have set up one data center. Okay, like there is a thought here, if something happens to your data center, if something happens to your server, you have a redundancy here, right? But something happens to your complete data center, just like in Chennai last year, we have seen the floods in Chennai. So many IT companies also has got affected, including common public. Okay, let's assume you have your own data center in Chennai. Maybe you are running your business in Bangalore, Hyderabad, or somewhere else, but your data center location is in Chennai. What is happening now? Your data center in the power off mode, like shutdown mode, you cannot able to provide the service for your client, for the customers. Okay, maybe where your customer is trying to access your service, everything is clear, but you should not access those particular service. Why? Because your shutdown, your data center is already shutdown mode. So that is the reason we have to keep our disaster recovery data center one more. It means like for the whole data center redundancy, you have to keep one more data center. Okay, so that is called your disaster recovery data center. Understand, guys? So it means like for the server you should have a redundancy, for the whole data center you should have a redundancy. Then only the customer, when he is trying to access it, they won't feel any difference. They can able to access their websites. Okay, just like in a facebook.com or gmail.com or any bank site, website.com, whatever, any bank websites, whatever it is. Okay. And still they are doing some development activities within their environments, but at the customer or the end user, they won't feel any difference. Like this, they have to, we have to set up this environments. We are already running on it. Okay. Now, after that, we got the technology called virtualization. What it does virtualization? What is the difference virtualization makes in our lives? Okay. For example, as we have discussed, we have a physical server here. You can able to launch only one application. This is the olden technology before virtualization. Once the virtualization has entered into the market, what you can do within this physical machine, you can able to launch n number of virtual machines within this physical server. Like, what are the hardware resources we have in this physical machine that you can share across all the VMs? Okay. So, for example, here let's assume you have a 100 GB in this machine. So this 100 GB you can split it to your virtual machines. Okay, you can do that. I can provide a best example for you, like it's your laptop. Okay, so when you have a laptop with 8 GB RAM or 4 GB RAM, using that within your laptop, you can create a number of virtual machines for you. For example, if you want to install Linux operating system in your laptop, okay, you can using VMware, you can create a VM on it and you can install the operating system. But for that, what was the resources? From where you are getting the resources? Like from where you are sharing your CPU or memory for that? Your laptop resources you will be sharing with multiple servers within your laptop. That is what the technology we got into the virtualization. So what is the advantage here? You can save a lot of money and you can save lot of infrastructure cost also. Right? And for maintenance also it will be easy. So like this we have this many technologies. Now why everybody is talking about the cloud? Okay, as we are talking about, like we have our own data centers. Within this data center we have a physical server, or within this physical server we have a virtual machines. For that also we have a redundancy, and even my whole data center has went down also, you have a redundancy, one more data center. Right? This is what the environment we are running now. Then why people are talking about the cloud? We'll see the cloud thing next. First we'll see what are the problems we have, what are the challenges we have in our physical IT infrastructure. Let's assume it. So this is the one physical mission for me. Here I can able to launch some amount of virtual missions on it. For example, there is an ESX box, or some people from IBM models we have in a P5 series models like Power Missions. Here I can able to launch 256 servers, the maximum. Let's assume it in this system we have already launched 256 virtual machines. Now we got a requirement from the customer. Can you please able to launch one more VM from us, from your application team? Then what you need to do? You cannot create one more VM. Then you have to ask your customer, okay, can you please arrange one more physical mission for me so that I can be able to launch one more VM for our application team requirement. Okay. So let's assume it, this mission cost maybe, and just go for the nominal values. Okay. This mission is 10 lakhs. Okay. Now, once you order this mission, can you get it immediately? No, it will take at least 2 to 3 days time to reach your data center. Once you reach this mission from your environment, you have to ask your infrastructure teams like storage team, or backup team, or network team, and OS team to build a server on it. Then you have to do all the requirements. Then you will inform to your customer, like application team, okay, we have built a server for you. You can use the server now. They need some testing, maybe within an hour or within 1 or 2 days, they will be confirming for you, okay, I have done my testing, I don't require this server anymore. Here you can delete this physical mission, okay, but what you will do in the whole physical, you can delete the VM inside the physical mission, but what you will do in this physical mission? Your vendor, it won't take back. You cannot sell it to others. Even if you want to try to sell others also, you have to pay. You have to sell with less price only. Let's assume that your customer has spent 10 lakhs here, and all the infrastructure cost and this people and salaries and all, he has paid additional 5 lakhs. Okay. Altogether, the customer has already invested in 15 lakhs. It's a waste of money for them when you don't have a requirement. Clear, guys? And can anybody confirm it, or anybody is having any doubt? Like Parapati, Avanti, Anusha, anyone? Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Suresh, for you it's clear? Okay, thank you. And just somebody joined. Okay. Now, this is the environment we have, and here you have to buy anything or you have to build the servers. Okay. When you want to expand the capacity, I'm coming to the same example again. For example, this is what your one data center you have already crossed. You have already crossed the max limit. I mean, like in your there is a limit for your data center. You can able to keep only 100 physical machines. You have already crossed that. Now you got a requirement to buy one more physical machine. Maybe your customer is arranging money to buy a physical machine, but where you will keep this physical machine? You don't have a location. So obviously your customer has to go for the different location. And if you go for that, I mean the customer is ready to go for that, as we have discussed here, he has to look for the disaster recovery data center also. And for one physical machine, he has to arrange for a backup for that. So he has to invest 15 lakhs plus 15 lakhs within the data center, and he has to go for the second data center again 30 lakhs. And when you don't have a space in the existing data center, again it will be huge cost for them. Right? So these kind of problems we have. Okay, still we have many things here. I'm just skipping that. Okay, so that is the reason people is talking about the cloud now. Can anybody tell me anybody is already using any cloud service yet? Like Tarapati, the kind of senior guys who is already working. Have you aware of any cloud service?
No, no.
Sorry?
We don't have, I don't have anything about cloud computing as of now.
Okay. Have you used any cloud service as of now? A question for you, Tarapati. Have you used any cloud service as of now?
No, I didn't use it. I completely worked at
Yeah. Maybe you are saying like you haven't used any cloud service as of now, but I won't agree with your answer because you already used one cloud service. Okay? I will tell you that, what it is. Do you have a Gmail ID?
Yeah, we are having.
Yes. This is also one. This is also one cloud. Okay?
This is also one.
Why? One of the cloud service. Okay? Why it is cloud? Okay? You are using the Google Cloud service, okay, I mean Gmail, but you are not aware of what is the Google IP address and what kind of storage they are using, what kind of operating system they are running, and where they have their data centers. Okay, so you are not aware of anything, but you are able to access their service. Okay, this also again you will get a 15 GB storage limit free for you, one Gmail ID. Okay. If you want to use more than that, it won't allow me for you. You have to pay the money for the Gmail, I mean Google, then only you can able to use the storage space in your G Drive or Gmail, how you want to access it. Okay. And anybody is aware of it, Dropbox? Dropbox is also a cloud service provider. Okay, here they will be providing us online storage for you. You don't need to carry your I mean like USB drives to store the data or hard disks. Through online, you can store your data across the globe, wherever you want. You can access it at any point of time. Right? If you are carrying a 5 GB data with pen drive, if you lost the pen drive, that's it. You have lost your data also. Instead of that, there is a cloud service providers like in Gmail, I mean G Drive or Dropbox. You can upload your data there across the globe, wherever you want. You can access it. You don't need to carry any physical devices with you, right? Okay. Now coming to the cloud computing. Okay. Anybody will say, I wanted to host, I can able to use my service through the internet, or else I can able to host my application into the internet. That's what the cloud, right? That's what the statement generally will be seen from the people. Okay. If you have any answer, you can tell me, guys. What is the cloud computing? Okay. As I told, as I'm saying, like, okay, I can able to host my services into the internet. That's what the cloud. So it's not the exact cloud answer, but it's a partially correct. Yes, you can host that into the cloud. I mean, the internet. That is a cloud. Now, why? Because even you have a data center somewhere also, you will be hosting your services into the internet, right? So still you are able to access through the internet. It's not the cloud. You are running with your physical data center, right? So what is the cloud here? As a cloud service provider, yes, we have to agree, we have to provide that service. We can able to host my services into the internet. Apart from that, we have to provide pay as you go model. It means you no need to invest anything before you use the service. You no need to interact with anyone first. First use the service and then pay the money later, and hourly basis also. Okay, and again unlimited storage and on-demand self-service. Whenever you want to access some service, you no need to depend with anyone. Okay, like this again. So at least in one monitoring tool, one email service, at least one notification service. As a cloud service provider, you should be in a position to provide at least 5 services. Then only you will become as a cloud. Is it clear, guys? And when you are running in the cloud, as a cloud service provider, they have to look all these parameters. If you are launching any website that can be accessed, your remote desktop or your PC or mobile or your tab or notebook, whatever you have, you should be able to connect it. Now, why we need to go for cloud computing? As we discussed it, it's an unlimited storage capacity we have, and we'll be getting pay as you go model, and we have an on-demand self-service. Like this, we have many options. Okay. Now, somebody here, we have some pressures also. Let's see what is the current physical IT infrastructure we have. So here you can see a number of teams now, like a monitoring team, or a OS team, backup team, storage team, database team, and a middleware team. Okay, some kind of automation teams and all. Each and every team again will have a L1 support, L2 support, L3 support, L4 support. Like this, we'll have a number of teams. Some companies may be like L1, L2, L3. After that, it may change for SME roles. Okay? I mean, each and every team will have these many teams again. Is it clear? This is what the environment we are running at the moment. Okay, somebody, I have forgot the name. Avantika, someone. I mean, this is our current environment in the IT. Okay. Now, in future, you won't see this many teams. Okay, like AWS administrator and as a AWS developer. Like this, we'll see only 2 roles. Why here we'll see only 2 roles? Maybe in AWS admin role, you can see a lot of people, but not in the monitoring or backup or storage. Okay. Now, once again, similar way we can see a few people in the development team also. Why we won't see this many teams in future? I will tell you that. One AWS administrator can able to create the instances. He can able to create the values, and he can able to assign the storage for himself. He don't need to depend with on the storage team. Okay, and he can do, he can keep the server into the monitoring. Okay, like this we can do many things. Okay, even that we can set up the networking also. We don't require networking team. We don't require database team. Okay, we don't require backup team. Like this we can do many things. Okay. Now we'll see what are the advantages we have in the cloud. Why we want to go for the cloud. Okay. So these are the advantages we have. So as of now, guys, I have explained what is the previous, the physical IT infrastructure, and what was the virtualization, and why we need to go for the cloud, and before that, what are the challenges we have faced in the physical IT infrastructure, Then now we are going to discuss about what are the advantages we have in the cloud computing. Okay. On this diagram, we have invested some money to set up your server. Now, in the cloud environment, you don't need to worry about your capital expenditure. You don't need to invest any money as a capital expenditure. Okay. If you need a VM, you can simply create and you can use it and pay the money later. Initially, you don't need to look, first I have to buy a physical machine, I have to set up all the things, I have to arrange a power for that, and I have to arrange a network for that, I have to keep it in a data center, nothing. You don't need to worry about anything. You can simply use the service and pay the money. Yeah, still I am not talking about the AWS, I am just talking about all the cloud service provider. Okay. Then pay as you go model. What we have discussed it. Okay, you can pay the money after you use the service. And shared resources. You no need to buy a physical server by yourself. Okay, you can use the service and that particular cost it will be distributed among multiple users. You will end up with very less price and less deployment time. Can someone tell me if you want to create a VM in your laptop, how much time it will take? Like Tarapati as a Linux administrator, I guess here. If you want to create a Linux server, if you want to create a Linux server build, how much time it will take in general?
In general, my Linux admins create within 1 day.
Okay. So we'll take it in 1 day.
I'm not.
Can we take it at least in 5 hours? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Can we take it at least in 5 hours? That is the minimum time. Okay. Now we can do that within 2 minutes here in the cloud environment. Okay. And it's high availability we have. We can set up the load balancer and all here, and easy to manage, and high productivity, and it's completely environment friendly. We can do that. So this is what characteristics of cloud that I have already explained it. Okay. And the overall cloud service we have 3 layers, like application as a service, and platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. In this course, mainly we are going to learn here infrastructure as a service. In this infrastructure as a service, we are going to learn for your computing services like servers and storage, networking, okay, and the load balancer, auto scaling, everything you can learn into the infrastructure as a service. Okay. So we have already covered this. And when you have your traditional IT infrastructure, you have to manage all your things like your application, your data, runtime, your operating system, your virtualization and servers, networking, everything. When you move into the infrastructure as a service with Amazon, you have to take care of your application and data and middleware technologies and some part of operating system. Rest of the things like virtualization, servers, storage, networking, everything managed by Amazon. Okay, like this we have these many services, and here this is the certifications we have, guys, in Amazon, like 5 certifications. So we are going to cover the syllabus for AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate level. Okay, now you can see why we wanted to learn the cloud, why we wanted to learn the AWS. First we'll see why we need to learn the cloud. Okay, there are 3.9 million jobs are getting affected without having the cloud skills. Even I have seen one article in today, Infosys is planning to remove 9,000 people. Okay, so they have tried for 450 people for the cloud environment. We know that they will be in the place, and the rest of the people will be removed from the organizations because they don't have requirements. Okay, that's what the situation is coming in the future. And here you can see these many jobs are getting affected. And if you know the cloud technologies, you will have these many openings. Okay, and on an average, you will get a salary minimum $1 lakh in USA. This has not been created by me or any other institute. We just type into Google like Forbes magazine, you can go there, you can get this information. Right? Now I will be moving to the next slide. Here I've collected the same slide from Forbes magazine. So what are the syllabus we are going to now, cover to now? That is the topmost paying certificate. Amazon Web Services Certified Solution Architect Associate level. This is an annual salary we have. You will get it across on an average. And they have collected top 15 top paying 15 top paying certifications in the year of 2016. So the course will be in the top. That is the reason we are going to learn this. Okay. So I'm telling now why we want to learn the AWS. Still we have a number of clouds here like Amazon, Microsoft, the Google Cloud, okay, like this. So here this again it's a word slide. At the moment Amazon is running at 68% of growth, overall market rate. Okay, Microsoft is running at 20 to 25% between, and Google is sitting at 5%. So Amazon Web Services is the market leader in the cloud. If you want, you can Google it and you can easily understand that. So that is the reason we are encouraging you to learn the Amazon Web Services. I am not saying you have to learn from only Invitech or only from Chandra. Guys, you have to learn the cloud. It might be any cloud in the market at the moment. So this is the fact. You have to learn the cloud within very short period. Okay, if you want to survive in the IT industry, you have to learn the cloud. There is no other option for you. Maybe to learning the course, you can take the option, you can go for a different option, different institute, but you have to learn the course. Okay. Now to learn this course, there is no prerequisite for you. Any IT employee can able to learn this course. For example, I've seen a guy here running with 7 years of experience guy into the Linux administration. Okay, or it might be a backup or storage. Maybe he's aware of only one thing like in the Linux environment, or if it is in a backup engineer, you know how to do the backup things. If somebody from the storage engineer, you know how to handle the storage requirements. But coming to the cloud, one engineer can able to manage all the things. So that's why there is no prerequisite here. Maybe you are strong in Linux, you can learn that part very quickly, but you have to learn the rest of the things. Okay, similarly for backup and storage people also. Clear? Now we'll see for at least 5 minutes what was the history for this mission. These services. Okay, so everybody knows Amazon is an online retail shopping site at the moment. But in the 2000s, like 2000, 2001, they are into the online booksellers. Okay, so now don't get confused. They are into the online booksellers or cloud service provider. They are into the both market. Okay, from 2003, they have started working on the cloud solutions. Officially, they have launched on 2006. Okay, now we have already crossed 2016. Now we are already entering the 2017. Okay, it's almost like 10 years. By 2007 itself, they got 1,80,000 customers across the globe. By 2010, they have moved their website called Amazon.com into the AWS environment. And what are the certifications we have discussed yet? That they have started from April 2013, not before that. Okay. The same year, in the month of May, it has, AWS has been awarded as an agency to authority to operate from the US Department of Health and Human Services. It means all US government services it will be running on already in the AWS environment, right? And they have already announced they are in the profitable position. And many companies is there like Snapdeal and NDTV or NASA already running. Redbus, Snapdeal, Shadi.com. These companies is already running into the AWS environment, like Ola Cabs, all these things. Okay. Now we'll see one more option here. Coming to the global infrastructure, across the globe, they have a 42 availability zones at the moment with 16 regions. For example, guys, this is one your data center. Here you have all your infrastructure like servers, networking, and everything. So in one region, they should have a minimum at least 2 availability zones. For example, in India, we have a region that is called, in India region, they will be calling as a Mumbai region. Okay, so here we have a 2 availability zone, like this is my availability zone 1 and this is my availability zone 2. So in India they have launched a region in June to 27th June 2016. Okay, so here we have a 2 availability zones. One is in Chennai and one more is in Mumbai. Okay, like this in one region you may see a number of availability zones, but minimum you should have 2. Now it's understanding everyone what is the availability zone, what is region. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Anyone? Yeah. Thank you, Amity.
Yes, clear.
And Anusha or Sidhu or Srikant, anybody is clear by you or I'm going fast? Just let me know, guys. We'll go a bit slow. Is it understandable by you? Okay, I'm taking as a S. I'm proceeding further. Okay. If you have any doubt, just stop me, guys. Because I didn't get response, that's why I'm taking it as a S. Okay. If you have any questions, you can stop me. No? Yeah, thank you. Here we have AWS Global Infrastructure. If you want to see this, always go here, type this option, AWS. You have to look here because in 2016 June 27 they have Amazon has launched a region in India. Before that we don't have a Mumbai region. After that they have launched a next region like here, and they have launched one more region called Canada Central, and recently they launched a region called Ireland. Okay, maybe today you can see here, you can see only 14 regions. Maybe next month you can see one more count extra here. It means always they are going to extend their services. That's why I'm suggesting you always go into this page and get the output. Okay. So at the moment we have a 42 available zones, including with 16 geographic regions. Okay. In this, okay, these 2 data centers, what we have discussed as of now, AWS environment, USA government services is already running. Okay, these 2 data centers are completely dedicated to the USA government. That is the reason you cannot see AWS government cloud region here. So this is my control page. Here I cannot able to see AWS government cloud region. In similar way, the region called Belgium also. Right? Like this we have many things, and I'm just proceeding for the real time how it works. Okay. So like this you can create your environment here. I'm running in different servers now. Okay. Now I'm trying to create instance in the AWS environment. I'm going to click launch instance. Here you can see the predefined ISO images. You don't need to copy your images, you don't need to do anything here. This is a predefined ISO images arranged by Amazon. Here you can see Amazon Linux, Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux, and Windows, everything. Okay. Now I'm going to select this Amazon Linux machine, and here we have to choose right instance type. It means in the physical IT infrastructure when you create an instance in future, you can change your resources. You can add additionally your resources like CPU or memory. Here you cannot do that. So before creating an instance, you have to select the type. For example, here you can see 1 CPU and 1 GB memory. Here you can see 2 CPU and 8 GB memory. If you want to increase in 10 GB memory, you cannot do that. So you have to go for upgrade with 16. Similar way for CPU also, even 3 CPU, you cannot do that. You have to go for 4, then 8. Like this, we have a resources here, 1952 GB vision. I mean, like almost 2 TB RAM, you will get it here. I am going to use this vision, 1 CPU on 1 GB memory. Okay. Number of instances. Normally, you have to create one by one server in your physical IT infrastructure. Here, if you want, you can create a number of instances at a time. That's based on your customer limit. Now I am going to use my default one. Here, I have a number of availability zones. It means in North Virginia region, I have 5 data centers. That is called 5 availability zones. Is it clear? Now I am going to select my availability zone US East 1E. Okay, not A, 1E. If you are not selecting anything, by default it will choose one availability zone. But I am selecting US East 1E. Here, we will be keeping auto assign public IP. Normally, if you need an IP address, you guys need to check with your network team or security team, so that they will provide an IP address for you. Right? Instead of that, Amazon is arranging for a bunch of, bulk of public IP address for you. You can enable it here, but you are not sure which is the IP address you will get it. But you will get one IP address for you. Okay. And shutdown behavior, we can keep it as stop, and we will have some other things here. We'll discuss that later. And storage, you will get by default 8 GB. If you want, you can extend it, but don't reduce it. Okay, because this image will be captured. I'm just extended 2 GB, like it's total 10 GB. Add tags. Similar way, how you will keep your server name. I'm just giving the name like Invitech IT. I'm just giving this name as a for my server. If you want to add any other tag, you can add it like it's a production server or development server or which application running on it. You can set up all the things here to add other tags. Just leaving it. Configure security group. How you want to connect this mission? Here you can go SSH, and by default, if you want to connect with HTTPS, you can select that. If you want to select HTTP, you can do that. Here by default, you will get the protocol and then you will get the port range. Okay, and custom. If you want to connect anywhere, you can select this. You have any one IP address range. If you give my IP, here you will get one IP address. So only this particular IP address range people will be connected. So instead of that, I'm doing a demo purpose. That's why I'm selecting anywhere from the go. I want to connect this mission. You can like this, you can do this, and you can review it. So instead of that, you can use the existing one. Here I'm going to choose my existing ones. Here also you can see the same options: HTTP, SSH, HTTPS, protocol, everything, and source also is a public. I'm going to launch this now. This is the review page. Wherever you want, you can do the changes. For example, add storage. Earlier I have given it 10. Now I want to give it 12. You can do that. Okay. Add tags. You can go all the things and review and launch. This is a launch page now. Go to launch. And this is the important thing again, guys. Like, okay, when you want to connect, when you want to create any new EC2 instance, for that it doesn't have any password. So you have to create a new key pair here. I'm just giving a name for my key pair, Invitech IT new. Create a new key pair. Download key pair. Okay, I'm just downloading this. Once it's downloaded, you can launch the instance. Okay, this machine is getting launched at the moment. Don't look for any other instance. You can see Invitech IT is the instance. It's going to launch now. It's going to initiate it. Clear? Meantime, we'll see this. We have created a key. This is my key now. I'll copy this one. I will be keeping in all my keys in one location. Just let me do that. Okay, here I have AWS keys. I'm keeping here Invitech IT new. Whenever the key you download it, it will show with .pem format. Okay, so this key you have to convert in .ppk format. Why we have to convert that? If you are running your operating system with Linux operating system in your laptop or server, I mean any machine, you can connect it. But still, I am running here as a Windows operating system. You want to connect this machine, this Linux server. I have to convert this key into .ppk format. To do that, we need a software called Puttigen. I'm just taking a Puttigen. Open it. So here go into the load and you have to select the key here. Here we have to select all the files. Then it will be displayed for me. Take this the new one which you have downloaded. It's showing like .pem. Select this, open, click OK here, and save private key. You have to save this private key in your new name how you want. I'm just giving a save name, but I don't give any format now. I'm just leaving that Invitech new or like 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. Okay. By automatically it will get stored. You can see here Invitech new 1, 2, 3 with .ppk format. So like this you have to convert this key. Clear guys? Now
Yes, sorry for
coming into my go ahead.
Excuse me.
Somebody is asking a question.
What is the PPK there? PEM and PPK file extension. PEM and PPK extension. Yes.
Yeah.
What it stands for?
So, like for example, I will give us reason for that. Okay, that this key it will be downloaded from the your launching instance, which is the instance you are going to launch. That key will be stored in your instance. If you want to connect that, okay, you have to convert this key into the .ppk format. But if you are running with your Linux operating system in your laptop, you don't need to do that. Whatever the key you downloaded, you can use for that. Okay, but still I'm connecting through my Windows laptop. That's why I have to do that. I will show you that. Now I have converted with .ppk format. Now this is my server. I have selected already. Here I will have an IP address here. If I want to connect this machine, we'll take this one here. And if you want to connect a machine, you need a software called Putty, right? Like Putty.
Okay.
Give your IP address here. Under SSH, we have a authorization. Select here, and you have to select the right PPK one which you converted. This is what I have converted. Right?
Right.
Take this one and open. Now you can able to connect the machine. Okay. For this machine, username is EC2-user. Right? Still, I know this technology. I will be using EC2-user is the username. But for you, it's new. It's very new for you. How will you identify this is the new one? Which is the username? For that, select the server. Come here into the actions. You can see connect option here. You can go and you can get this username is EC2-user. And what is the key you downloaded with .pem and everything it will show. Right? Apart from this, you will have one more tab here, connect. If you click this one also, you will get the same output. Right? Now I have launched my instance, it's already running. Now, is it clear how to launch instance? How to connect and all? Go here, you can see instance state. I mean, if you want to start the mission, if you want to reboot the mission, if you want to terminate the mission, we have this many options here. Right? Now, again, we have many options. We'll see. And apart from this, we'll coming for the values. Okay. Here I have many values. Don't get confused. I'm going to create a new value. While creating a value, I should aware where is my mission is already running. I have already launched my mission with US East 1E availability zone. Now I'm going to create a 8 GB or 3 GB value. Okay, in US East 1E region. Create it. Once you create, just refresh this page. You will get a value with 3 GB under US East 1E availability zone. Is it clear? If you have a doubt when it has been created, you can see January 20th, 10:05 PM it has been created. You can see in my laptop timing is 10:03 now. Clear? And when you create any value, initially it will show its available state. It means it has not connected with any instance as of now. You can see the attachment information is blank. But you can see other values, it's already connected with different instance. Right? Is it clear? Now let's come back to your instance with Invitech IT. We just scroll down here. We can see I have 2 devices here. Sorry, I have only one device /dev/xvda. Okay, so which contains 12 GB I guess. That's what I did. Yeah, this is the one. If you want to cross check that, you can see here. This is my server name. Right? And one more important thing, guys. In your physical IT infrastructure, if you give the name, that is permanent. Right? Now here, whenever you want, you can change your host name. I just change the host name now. In future, I want to change it again. I can do that. Okay? So don't rely and don't depend on your instance name. You have to look for your instance ID. Instance name you can modify at any point of time, but instance ID it won't change until you delete the mission. Similar way in the value also. I have created a 3 GB value, but I haven't given any name here. I'm just giving it's list 99. Okay. But still, if you want, we can make it any changes here. So always look for the value ID here. Is it clear now? Still it's an available state now. I'm going to attach this particular value to the particular instance which I have launched now. Select the value, come here, attach a value. Here you can able to see only in this particular availability zone level how many instances running. Those only it can be displayed for you. So I'm just selecting my instance, and here just make a note /dev/SDF is a new device and a new value is going to attach my Invitech IT server. You will attach it. Once you attach it, immediately it will change the status here. Earlier it was in available mode. Now it has been changed to in use. Clear? Then in the attachment information also, whatever you have seen /dev/SDF, here the server name also has been shown. So like this, you can identify the values also. Okay, you can create a value and you can do that. You can attach the values in a particular servers. Right? Is it clear? But in interview, people will ask, I have one value in US East 1E availability zone. Shall I make that? I mean, shall I move that into the different availability zone? No, you cannot move any physical devices from one availability zone to any other availability zone by any chance, not even a region. In any region or any availability zone, you cannot do any changes. That's how it is. Right? Now, I have some data in this 3 GB, this 3 GB value, but I wanted to move this in a US East 1A availability zone. How I can do that? Okay. We have a solution for that. Select the mission, go here, and we have to create a snapshot. As I am saying, like, as a physical value, you cannot move from one availability zone to any other availability zone or any other region. That's why we have to create a snapshot. While creating a snapshot, my first snap, I'm just giving my first snapshot. I'm just giving a description also is the same. Create it. Once you create it, come here in the snapshot. Here, whichever you did, that is going to be created now. My first snapshot, still it's having very less size. That's why it's completed immediately. Okay. It may be TBs, you may see that little bit difference, like within a minute it will get completed. Okay. Now I have created it. And there is one more problem here. As an image, you cannot assign to any server. Clear, guys? You have one image with you. Can you able to assign that into the server? You cannot do that. Why? You have to create a value first. That value you can assign any instance. Here I am talking about anything as an instance is a server. Like virtual server. Okay. Select this snapshot. Come here. Create a value. While creating a value, where you wanted to create this one, I am going to create a value under US East 1A availability zone. And the size, you can give any size. Okay. By default, it will give 3 GB, like what is your snapshot you have, size you have. And you can increase the size anytime, but don't reduce it. If you reduce the size, your data will get corrupt. Right? You just give the size and create it. Okay. Now, come here, the snapshot you already have. Now let's go back to the values. I'm just created a value with 5 GB. This is what I have been created in US East 1A availability zone. So immediately, just remember a name here, this 99. So where you want to attach this one, you can attach anytime. You see now, attach a value. I'm going to attach this any one existing server. For example, we'll check that and we'll come back. Okay. Invitech IT we have already assigned two values. One value and existing one. You can see 2 values now. Now I have in server here ELB3. First let's check, this is a different tree availability zone. And I need an instance in ELB1. Okay. Here I have a value only 1. Now let's come back to the values. Okay. Select the value, go into the actions, attach a value. Here in this availability zone, how many instances you have, that's only it will be displayed for you. Okay. Now I have been attached it. Let's come back to this. Okay. We select this. Okay. Here you can see the additional value. Right? Is it clear? Now we'll see how to stop and start the mission. So this is the mission is already started. Here we have an instance state. If you stop, it will be stopped. This mission is already stopped. I'm going to start now. Okay? You can start this mission. Okay. Clear? And if you want to start the mission and stop the mission, same page, you can go here and stop it. Okay. This is still initializing now. I'm going to start the same mission again. But to stop. Okay. Now it's going to stop. Is it clear? And now there is one more important, like you have created a snapshot. It was there under your North Virginia region. But somebody is asking you, okay, can you able to move this image to Mumbai region? Yes. As a value, you cannot do that, but as a snapshot, you can do that. Here you can filter that as a owned by me or private subnets or public subnet. We'll see this. Why what are these things? For example, we have a my first snapshot. If I wanted to move this to Mumbai region, while moving this, we have a permissions tab here. How we wanted to move, whether it's a public or private. Okay. If you want to make it as a public, there is no issues. If you want to make it as a private, you have to provide the next particular user ID. No, to whom only it will be shared. For example, I wanted to share this image with Kiran. I have to provide Kiran ID here. Then submit it. Now I'm just setting the permissions. Then you have to move this to different region. Select the snapshot, come into the actions, and select the copy here. Okay. Here, which is the region you want? I'm just selecting Mumbai region. If you want, we can change the description here. Then copy. Once you did this, if you close this, you have to go back and you have to change the region. Instead of that, we just simply click here. You can directly click here. It will take you into the Mumbai region. Okay, directly Mumbai region. And it will take you into the directly for snapshot page. In the snapshot, you can see this is what you have. Right? My snapshot as
are you just moving?
Yeah, I'm just.
Or just copying or moving?
So it's a copy. It's
Okay.
not
It's
migration.
not moving, right?
It's not moving. Not moving.
So it will
Now,
it will be available in both regions.
Yeah, that's what I'm going back. In Mumbai region, I have my new image, what I have copied. I'm going back to my North Virginia again. Okay. Here also I should have the same snapshot. Correct? My first snapshot. So this should be there. Okay. We are not moving from here to there. We are just copying from here to there. Okay. So why? Because on the fly, if you did any mistake, if you are not able to move that, you will lose your copy. That's why we'll do the copy from here to there. We'll have a image in both the locations. Is it clear? Okay. So like this, guys, we will do all the real-time thing scenarios here, and we will be providing the documents for you, like how we can do the practice. Okay, I will show you one template for you. As of now, how we have logged the instance. Okay, using the connected the control, select the region, and select the EC2 service, and the dashboard, and we have selected the image. Okay, like this, we have many a complete document. How you convert the key and how will you connect the instance until you terminate the instance. You will have a documents like this. Okay, we are going to share these documents after this session completion. Okay, and apart from this, like we have many documents like this. Okay, for example, EC2. One second. Okay. So these many documents we have for only one particular service called EC2. Okay. If you go here in this document, you'll have a overview and benefits, everything is a theoretical, and as well as some part of questions. So it will help you to clear your certification and as well as your interview also. Similar way, like we have a document for including with the screenshot and theory also. How we will do the things and where you have to do all the section. So it will be there. This is the way we are going to provide the materials and all. And any questions, guys? And I want to take some questions here. If you have any questions, yeah, go ahead. And please go one by one.
Yeah, we are as in Yeah, please go ahead, Tirupati.
Nothing. It's a very casual question. Is it completely on server operations only, or some other operations also there?
Sorry, can you please repeat the question?
I mean, this AWS and DevOps are completely on server operations, or any other operations also there?
No, here we have a services like we have a number of services. Like in EC2 only you are talking about servers and all. Okay.
Mm.
Coming to the storage, we have a different service like S3, EFS, Glacier and all. The database we have, networking we have, and security and identity we have a service called IAM. Okay. And we have a monitoring tool called CloudWatch. Like this, we have many services like SMS, SPS.
Okay. Can we choose any one of these, or we have to know
No,
other things?
no, no. As a AWS admin, you should have a clear idea on all the services. That's what our
Okay. How
core
much?
syllabus also.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yep. Thank you. And any other question, guys?
Yeah, we have assigning the values to the instances, right?
Yes.
Yeah, once we assign the values, we have to log into the server and again we have to create the file system and mount it. It's a like conventional way or
Yeah. Sure, sure. That is in a common way. You
yeah.
can do that. Okay. I mean,
Once we log into the server, we have to do all these things, right?
sure, sure. Yeah, I will do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And Tarapati, did you got your answer for your question, right?
Yeah, got the question answer.
Yeah, thank you.
So how can we do this online? Do online?
Which one?
I mean, how can we practice this?
Everything you can do the online. I just need, I mean, from your side, like you should have your laptop and internet connectivity.
Okay.
And you should have one debit card. And we'll set up that environment for you.
Okay, how much charge will be there?
The
Is it
charges,
free,
I will tell you that, yeah, we have some free type accounts we can use, but there is a limit. You have to use within that limit.
Okay, fine. And one more question is there any similarities between Salesforce and Amazon Web Services?
I can tell you completely Amazon Web Services, but I'm not compared with all of things.
It's completely different, right?
Yeah, it's completely it's designed by Amazon, so this is an own tool here.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And any other questions by anyone?
Yeah,
Like
I have a
Anusha,
question, Chandra.
go on, go ahead.
So do we need to set up any softwares, like for example putty configuration? Do we need to have the command prompt installed, or what are the things needed?
Nothing. We'll tell you that. Don't be hurried.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
From your side, you have to do the practice. Just make sure you have a laptop and you should have an internet connectivity. Then everything will take care of.
Yes.
Yeah. And even we'll share the document how to create your account also. So like that we have already done it. We'll share one by one when the subject has been completed. I mean the session has been completed. We'll share all the documents. And same day itself, within after 2 hours, 3 hours, max to max, you will get the session recorded video also for you. Okay, so that you can repeat the class, you can listen a number of times. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And any question, Arjun or Anusha, Srikanth?
I'm good.
Thank you, Arjun. Anusha, do you have any questions now?
As of now, no, Chandra.
Yeah. Thank you. And Srikanth, Suresh. Srikanth, yes, I'm not able to hear your voice. Can you type in the chat if you have any question? But I can able to see your message, but I cannot able to listen your voice. Just type into the chat. Okay, you can post your questions, Srikanth. You have any questions? And Suresh, is it clear for you? Yeah, thank you, Srikanth. And I'm done, guys. Like, if you have any questions, I'm still open for the your questions. Make me as a presenter. You want to show something for me, Suresh? And why you need the presenter? Are you want to speak something? You are already unmuted. You can talk to me. Anyone else? If you have any questions, I will be waiting for your questions for next 5 to 10 minutes. If you have anything, we are happy to discuss for that. If not, guys, you can maybe we have all your email IDs. But anyway, say bye bye. Can you please ping me your email IDs, or me or Kiran? Maybe you are already provided to Kiran. No problem. If anybody is not provided by me or Kiran, please share your email IDs here. If anybody newly joined, Kiran, can you please make a note, Srikanth email ID if you don't have? All? Everyone? Perfect. Thank you. Okay, guys, if you don't have any questions, we'll wind up the call. Or if you have any questions, you can talk to me. I'm open for your questions for next 5 minutes. If you want. Yeah, thank you, Srikanth. Emailing now. I'm Suresh, Anusha, Arjun, Avanti. If you have any questions, you can talk to me. Yeah, you can check with Kiran. He will update you he will call you and he will update you the timings. Yeah, thank you, Kiran. From Monday, we are going to start the batch.
June. Monday. Yeah. Okay, Chandra, close.
Right, sir. Thank you. I'll be closing the session now, and Anusha and Avanti, I'm closing the session now. If you don't have any questions, thank you. Thanks for joining the session.
Session
Bye. Good night, everyone.
సెషన్ అయితే ప్రెసెంట్ రికార్డ్ అయింది కావాలి అంటే షేర్ చేద్దాం
Okay, you just keep it yourself. If somebody asks, you will share it.
యా
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ